Good afternoon and welcome to the final game of our triple header here at Field 2. It's been an active day already. We just had an extra innings classic between the rodeo and the squeeze, and now we're set for a battle between the Longboat Key Snowbirds, 0-2 on the summer, and the DeSoto Queens, 1-1 so far in the FGCL season. Glad that you're with us here on Field 2. Gray Robertson is here, not having as good a time as Jersey Newteal, the head coach for the Snowbirds. You can see her on your screen over in a beach chair in the third base lounging box is what we'll call it today. Her team is the away squad, so let's give you the starting lineup for the Snowbirds. Again, 0-2 on the summer, and Jersey Newteal is living her best life over there in the third base lounging box. Kaya Booker, the center fielder, leads off with Reese Green, the second baseman, batting second. Lily Janesco, the third baseman, is hitting third. Gracie Anderson is catching, batting fourth. Reagan Wheatley's in the 5 spot, playing first base, with Gracie Ciccarello, the shortstop, batting sixth. Madison Hunter, the left fielder, is in the 7 hole. Bayla Mansfield is in right field, batting 8th, and Kaya Cortez, the DP, is in the 9 spot. And they are taking on, for the Queens, the sophomore last year, righty from Pasco Hernando, Sophia Spangler, Hudson, Florida native, who's pitched pretty well so far this summer. 3 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs, both earned, no walks, and 5 strikeouts. This is her third appearance here this summer. There is action on the other field, bottom of the 7th. The second game over there, River Mocs and Aquanauts tied up at 6. Lance has got that one if you want to check out that finish as this game gets underway. And if you're joining us, please, we want to hear from you because I am up here all by myself, Celine Dion style. So you can tweet me at Gray, GRAY_Robertson. Let us know where you're watching, where you're listening. We will read your tweet, so shout out whomever you are intrigued in. And let's see if we can cap off a good day with a classic between these two, Snowbirds and Queens. Kaya Booker will lead things off. First pitch is a ball, and off we go. A 2:23 start time. And ball 1 to the Oklahoma State Cowgirl, Kaya Booker, who's 1 for 4 this summer. High, chopper, Fox, throw, not in time. Booker beats it for an infield single and a nice start for the Snowbirds. Defense for the Queens. Van Meters in left. Marola in center, McKinney in right. Sepsic at third, Fox at short. Securo at second, Mayhew at first, Jordan behind the plate. First pitch ball. That's why I didn't reset it. To Reese Green. Green 2 for 5 with an RBI so far this summer. Portaling from North Florida. Shows bunt, pulls it back. Booker takes off, and that's nice and easy. Stolen base already. Green to Fox. She'll look Booker and throw to first for out number 1. This has been an odd start for the Snowbirds because they played 2 games and scored 10 runs, but only done it on 3 RBIs. Looking for an RBI from Lily Janesco. Western Michigan Bronco loops that out in foul ground. 0-1. Janesco 1 for 7. And it looks like over on the other field, the Mocs did indeed walk it off 7-6. So they'll have game 3 starting soon over there. Swing and a miss on the 0-2. Good bounce back by Spangler. But now she has to face Gracie Anderson. The Phoenix from Green Bay was first team All-Horizon League this past year as a freshman. Strike one to her. Anderson this summer is 1 for 4. Does have a walk, so 400 OBP. On the infield, Sepsic. Inning over. Nice job by Spangler working around that leadoff single. And now the Queens offense will come up for the first time. Scoreless ball game here on field 2. Here's the starting lineup for the DeSoto Queens, coached by Ashley Treeweiler, is over there in the third base coaching box. Cassidy Sakuro is leading off, playing second. Batting second, playing short, is Lauren Fox. Rayleigh McKinney, the right fielder, is in the 3 spot. Ashlyn Van Meter, the left fielder, is cleaning up. And batting 5th is Keegan Mayhew, the first baseman, with Hope Jordan, the catcher, in the 6th spot. Jamie Sepsic is at 3rd, hitting 7th. Jordan Marola, center field, in the 8th spot. Gwen Hall will bat 9th. She's the extra hitter, and Sophia Spangler will hit for herself in the 10 hole. They will do this against the Penn State Nittany Lion, Mackenzie Duncan, who's appeared already twice in 2 games. A 1.13 ERA, 6 2/3 innings. 3 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned, 5 walks, and 9 strikeouts. The key for her is just making sure that control and command is there. If so, she has been very tough to hit, obviously, based on those stats I just read for you. Cassidy Sakuro takes strike 1, and here we go in the bottom of the first. Sakuro out of McNeese. So far this summer is 2 for 5 with a pair of runs. Also a walk, so 500 OBP. Makes sense to have her in the leadoff spot here in this game. Over to second. Easy play for Green for out number 1. Setting up the defense for the Snowbirds. Left field Hunter, center field Booker. Mansfield in right. Infield left to right of Janesco at third. Ciccarello at short, where she's made some great plays. Green at second. Wheatley at first, and Anderson behind the plate. Here's Lauren Fox, the Syracuse Orange. First pitch foul. Fox is 1 for 2. And that's it. Her line this summer. Mm. Two. And a strikeout for Duncan. Her 10th this summer, first today. Uh-oh. I don't know how that happened. And now this is, I think, the best matchup here today. Duncan versus Rayleigh McKinney. All-American from Southeastern U. All-star last year in the FGCL. Had a unbelievable college season. Rolled in the awards as Conference Player of the Year. This summer she's 2 for 6 with 2 RBIs and a double. And up 2-0. And on deck is currently the team leader in average, Ashlyn Van Meter. So even with nobody on, 2 outs, this Queens team still with a chance to generate something here in the first inning. Good time for a change. 2-1. Oh! That hit Van Meter. She's fine. 2-2. Right in the noggin. Went after Van Meter again. McKinney trying to hang tough with Duncan. Fouls off the change. That was right under the leg of Treeweiler, the head coach. Two, up and away, full count. Thank goodness Van Meter moved. We rage on. It's the 9th pitch of the at-bat between Duncan and Rayleigh McKinney. And it's Duncan who wins the battle, and she knew it. She was halfway to the dugout by the time McKinney swung. Strikeout to end the inning, pair of Ks for the Nittany Lion. And we're scoreless through 1, just like we've been in all the games here on this field today. Second inning coming up as the Snowbirds offense will try and put something on the board. Second inning for the Snowbirds. Wheatley, Ciccarello, and Hunter due up. Reagan Wheatley, Tallahassee State, starting things off. And a 2-0 count. Wheatley 2 for 5 this summer with a double and 2 runs. Fouls off that one. 2-1. Wheatley gets into it, out towards right field, and McKinney tracks it down. Well struck ball, but Rayleigh's patrolling, 1 away. Setting up, Gracie Ciccarello from Eckerd, currently facing off against Spangler and taking strike 1. Ciccarello looking for a new home this upcoming season, 1 for 5 this summer. And the 0-1 will quickly lead to out number 2. So 2 gone for Madison Hunter. Lubbock Christian, another one who's looking for a new home this year. Hunter 0 for 3. She has walked twice. That almost hit her. Ooh, that's right in the head. Ow. And Hunter will trot down to first base after the 2-out hit by pitch. And here's Vela Mansfield. Oh for 4 with a walk. Runner goes. The throw down. Pretty good, but not in time. And Hunter has the stolen base. Popped up, heading foul, 2-1. And the runner goes on a delayed steal. And a strikeout for Spangler ends the inning. So, some good base running by Hunter to get to third base, but that's all. And that'll wrap up the inning as we go to the bottom of the second. Queens offense coming up. No score. Snowbirds looking to see if Duncan can keep on shoving like she has all summer right after this. Four, 5, 6 due up for the Queens against Mackenzie Duncan. Van Meter, Mayhew, and Jordan. Starting off with Ashlyn Van Meter, who's 4 of 7 with 3 runs scored here this summer so far. Looking for a new home from Arkansas Rich Mountain. Brock, Texas native, sophomore last year. Duncan's in a groove right now. Probably, I would say, maybe the best velocity in the league. And another strikeout. 3 straight for Duncan. Which sends up Keegan Mayhew, the Blue Hen from Delaware, who is the Big East Freshman of the Year. This summer, 2 for 6 with a pair of RBIs. Has a double as well. Ball 1 high. Mayhew from Elmont, Texas this past year. Hit .336 with 53 RBIs, 13 home runs. She's worked a 3-1 count on Duncan, really the first hitter to kind of put a dent, really and truly, into one of these really strong pitchers for the Snowbirds. Very good pitching staff for the Snowbirds here this year. We haven't even seen Julie Kelly yet. There's ball 4. 1 out walk for the Queens. Hope Jordan. 1-2 count against Duncan. Jordan this summer, 0 for 1. Holds off there. And a swing and a miss. Another K for Duncan. Give her 4. 2 gone. And in steps Jamie Sepsic. Sepsic is 0 for 1. State College of Florida. Not too far away. Like, I mean that. It's about 8 minutes, I think. Ooh, foul balls are dangerous today. One on Sepsic out of Lake Wales, Florida. This past year hit .401 for SCF with 44 RBIs. Little low, 3-1. Full count. Got her. Love the way Duncan leaves the circle after her 5th strikeout. And she is absolutely mowing them down. Spangler will try and keep the duel going as we head to the 3rd. Snowbirds and Queens continue to battle it out here on field 2. Snowbirds will send 9-1-2 here in the 3rd. Cortez, Booker, and Green against a new pitcher as Avery Dockery enters the ballgame. The redshirt freshman last year, redshirted out of Florida State. Dockery this summer, a 3.50 ERA, 4 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs both earned, 4 walks, 2 Ks, a 1-0 record for the Seminole. And a first pitch strike in this all ACC battle against the Notre Dame Fighting Irish Cortez. Spangler goes 2 innings, 1 hit, no runs, no walks, and 2 strikeouts. Kaya Cortez had a tough game the other day, but has had an alright summer so far. Lifts that one foul, 1-2. 1 for 5 with a run scored. Just pokes that foul. Two. Another foul ball. Seventh pitch of the at-bat between Dockery and Cortez. And it will run full. It's good stuff from Kaya Cortez. Hanging in there against Dockery, who's looked pretty good, Dockery, so far this summer. Rolled foul. Other subs for the Queens. The new catcher is Ava Metz. And that's it. I made it sound like it was a big deal. There's just the one. It's all good. Another payoff to Cortez in this lengthy battle. And it's back up the middle. The hitter wins it. Went and got that one too. Not exactly up in the zone. And there we go. First hit today. Or I should say second hit today for the Snowbirds. First since the first inning, which was by Kaya Booker, who steps in now. And she can do a lot with this. Let's see if she tries to lay it down. Ball 1. I mean, I cannot help but notice how far back Mayhew is behind first base, so a drag bunt here would be deadly. Called strike, 1-1. Two one. It was a ball. Cortez goes. It's a late throw. And now a 3-1 count on Booker. Cortez in scoring position. Snowbirds threatening really for the first time since that first inning. Grounded to Sepsic. She'll throw to first. Great base running by Cortez to take third, and that is perfectly all right. It's an out, but you move the runner. And here's Reese Green. She grounded out to short in the first. Green does have an RBI here this summer. Called strike. Bunted, and it's foul. Oh, I love the idea, and boy, that was almost perfectly executed. Back up the middle, and the Snowbirds lead. It's Reese Green. She always seems to find a way to have the big hit. And it's 1-0 here in the third. That's the Snowbirds' 4th RBI of the summer in 3 games. 2 of them have been from Reese Green. And now Green takes off. Better throw. Play at second is in time. What a delivery from Metz. And now a 1-0 count on Janesco. She struck out in the first inning. Ooh. That was the same spot. 2-1. If I'm going to be critical, listeners, not to go full ASMR, I do have to be quiet because everyone in the batter's box can hear me. Janesco out to right field. No need to be quiet about that. Single. And another hit for the Snowbirds here in this inning. Just a little bloop flare makes that caught stealing an even bigger play, because I would guess Green would have scored on that. That's if she got in safely. So now no 1 count on Anderson, who fouled out earlier. Oh, and 2. Tough play. Fox on the hop. Nicely done to retire the side. That was a funky jump off the dirt, but Lauren Fox handled it well. And the Snowbirds head back to the dugout with a 1-0 lead. The Queens will look to answer, and they'll have to figure out the puzzle that is Mackenzie Duncan when we come back. Bottom of the third, Queens will try and get the run back with 8, 9, 10 due up. It is Marola, Ava Metz, and Sophia Spangler. Actually, it'll be Dockery. Marola over to third, barehanded and in time. Crisp play on the hot corner by Janesco for the first out. Now Ava Metz. Strike one. Metz out of Walter State, 2 for 5 with an RBI and a double. Also walked a couple times, 571 OBP. Two one. Pop foul. We'll get over us into the little plaza area. That's hanging tough. Called strike three. Curved right back into the zone. 2 down. And now Dockery will hit in the 10 spot. 4 for 4 this year with 4 singles and 2 runs scored. She has not been retired yet this summer. Off the end of the bat, 1-1. Perhaps Dockery, the next in the long line of dual threat options for Lonnie Alameda at Florida State. Ashton Danley, an All-American this year, as a hitting pitcher who also can play a little outfield pretty well, might I add. Full count. And there's a walk. So Dockery still has not gotten out this summer. 2-out free pass. Turns it over to Cassidy Securo, who grounded out in the first. In the air to right field. Catch made. Inning over. Phelan Mansfield was waiting. And after 3, it's 1-0 Snowbirds as Mackenzie Duncan continues to cook in the circle. That offense will come back up. They'll have the heart of the order, 5, 6, 7 due up on the other side here at Field 2. Five, 6, 7 due up for the Snowbirds here in the 4th inning. Second inning of work for Dockery, and it's a first pitch ball to Wheatley. Reagan Wheatley out of Tallahassee State was a Sea Cow last summer with Brett Sauerwein. Ooh, she knew it when she swung there. 1-1. Wind is still blowing pretty hard straight in here at this field. Wheatley flew out to right her first time up, 0 for 1 today. Got a piece there. Currently standing up here in the press tower. That bucket of balls I'm sitting on is just, it's not doing it for me. All due respect to all the coaches who sit on buckets for hours, but not cut out for it. 2-2, change up Fulder. Quick tag will get the strikeout for Dockery, her first in relief. And in steps Gracie Ciccarello, who fouled out in the second. Boy, the wind has really picked up. Hard in, right to left. You probably hear it in the mic. And Ciccarello lines it to center. Soft liner that fell just in front of the late charging Jordan Marola. That's a one-out single for Ciccarello. Base runner aboard. Well, my hopes of standing and keeping my tailbone intact have come to an end. We have a sub. Alice DeWaters is hitting for Madison Hunter. Runner goes. The throw down is a little wayward. It was a strike on DeWaters and a stolen base for Ciccarello. This is Alice, not Abby. Alice DeWaters in the portal, leaving South Florida, looking for a new home. Alice, 1 for 6 this summer, and now down 0-2 in the count. Fouled away. Runner at second is Ciccarello. DeWaters stays in it. Fighting off these 0-2s. Dockery trying to figure out some other way to get her out. Still staying in it. Another foul ball. Scoreboard update from the other field. Is what? Bottom of the first, 12-0 Swashbucklers over the Skeeters? There's the ball, 1-2. Two and two. My scoreboard pushing was a little early, but now we're back aligned. 2-2 from Dockery. Fouled again. Called strike 3. Great job by Dockery figuring it out and getting the pesky DeWaters to go down. And that brings up Vela Mansfield, who struck out in the second. Ball 1. Runner goes, delayed steal, and Ciccarello slides in safely. Don't know why I called it a delayed steal. It wasn't delayed at all. It was just Ciccarello going, seeing an opening. Maybe it was a hit and run. That'd be kind of weird from second base. Mansfield went after it. Ciccarello is able to scurry back to third. One, two. Up and away, 2-2. Down the line foul. Dockery still working. And there's a strikeout. She strikes out the side with the one Ciccarello single smuggled in between, but Snowbirds still lead at 1-0, and they've still got Mackenzie Duncan cooking with gas. We head to the bottom of the fourth. 1-0 your score. Queens coming back to the plate. Mackenzie Duncan back out to work here in the bottom of the fourth. 2-3-4 due up for the Queens. Fox, McKinney, and Van Meter. Duncan, Penn State Nittany Lion, 3 innings, 2 hits, 6 strikeouts. That's it. And a first pitch foul by Fox. That was pitch 54, 30 strikes, 24 balls. I guess that's the one qualm, but can't argue with the results. Fox grounds that to third. Janesco, 1 away. And here's Rayleigh McKinney. Long battle, her first time up against Duncan. Reached nearly double-digit pitches. She did strike out, but this is one of the most potent bats in the lineup. Trying to make the adjustment. Second time through. Called strike. On the other field, the first inning has come to an end. In the second, it is 14-0 Swashbucklers. Goodness gracious. That looks like a team that can win it all with that offense. Fouled off towards a lady walking away, and it scared her. Didn't hit her. 0-2. Everything's fine. Roll it over to second. 2 away. Ashlyn Van Meter struck out in the second. Van Meter, as we talked about, looking for a new home from Arkansas Rich Mountain. Loves to watch my girl Jenny Young play at Alabama. Big ol' swing there. That's drifting foul. 2-2. Good hold, full count. Van Meter trying to figure out Duncan. Stays in it. Almost. Caught behind the dish. Ball 4. That is a really great plate appearance by Van Meter. Just kept staying alive, kept fighting. And here's Keegan Mayhew, who also walked earlier. That's walk number 3 surrendered by Duncan, and they've all been really long battles. Foul balls galore. Swing on the changeup. That time the change is low. 1-1. Called strike 3. What a job by Duncan. Strikeout number 7. And after 4, she has been absolutely lights out. We go to the 5th. Snowbirds will look to add more. They're up 1-0. New pitcher in the ballgame for the Queens, and it's Gwyn Hall after Avery Dockery goes 2 innings. Hall out of McNeese. Making her Summer League debut here today against Cortez. 9-1-2 due up. And a 2-0 count on Kaya, who drew a great walk, or I should say, singled on a full count earlier. There's strike, 2-1. Dockery goes 2 innings, 4 hits, 1 run that was earned, no walks, and 3 strikeouts. And Cortez trying to turn the lineup over. She scored the 1 run of this game. That was back in that 3rd inning. Payoff to Cortez is fouled straight back. Another 3-2 from Gwen Hall. Another foul ball. And that foul ball off the fence ricocheted something into the press box. I don't know what that was, but I threw it out the window. By the way, Twitter's still open. You can hit me up at Gray_Robertson. Let me know where you're watching. Ball 4. I don't know why the scoreboard had someone on base, but I guess I'm just getting a little too productive and predictive. There's a walk to Cortez, back to the top of the order with Booker, who's 1 for 2, single and a ground out. Booker pulls back the bunt. Cortez takes off, and she is safe. That's the right call. Good throw by Davison, who's now behind the dish, but a stolen base for Kaya Cortez. It was a strike on Booker, 0-1. And that hops into the dirt. Cortez takes third. Kaya Cortez doing all the things needed for the Snowbirds. Trying to get their first win of the summer. They're 0-2. Queens are 1-1. Oh, goodness. Pre-screen had to duck, 1-2. Called strike 3. Hall comes inside, and there's the first out. But up comes Reese Green, who's 1 for 2 with an RBI single and a ground out. Drove in Cortez the first time she was up. Chance to do it again here in the 5th. Two and 1. As we mentioned, Gwen Hall is from McNeese. Sophomore last year for the Cowgirls out of Roland, Arkansas. Mainly used as a hitter this past season. But showing some good location, 2-2. Green bobbled at second. Throw to first is in time, but that'll score a run. So it's another RBI for Reese Green, who's just doing it all for this team. And it's 2-0. Two gone. And up comes Janesco, who singled her last time up. One for 2 days, strikeout and that single out to right. First pitch was in the dirt. Here's the 1-0 from Hall. Outside, 2-0. Over to third. The throw is a little low, but in time to end the inning as Securo is able to make the play. And we head to the bottom of the fifth. 2-0. Snowbirds add another. We'll see if it's Duncan or somebody else who wants to keep cooking in the circle. Going to the bottom of the fifth on field 2. Taylor Davison will lead off the bottom of the fifth inning for the Queens with ball 1. Six, 7, 8. Davison, Sepsic, and Marola. Davison 0 for 4 here this summer. Duncan has stayed in the game, and I hope will continue to stay in the game because right now this has been really fun to watch. And had one of her outside the walk more efficient innings in the fourth. Two. Fouled away. Hot shot. Just out. 3-2 on Davison. Currently in the transfer portal, coming in from Syracuse. Duncan has walked 3 here in this game, but that changeup has been a weapon. This time she goes hard and gets the swing and miss. That is, boy, I have to count. 8 strikeouts for Duncan. Bringing up Jamie Sepsic, who struck out in the second. Duncan's in the zone, man. And she has been showing off the swagger. Called strike. Mackenzie Duncan, we talked about her out of Penn State, freshman last year from Winter Garden, Florida. 3rd member of her family to compete in collegiate softball. To short, 2 away. Mom played at UNC Asheville and Athens State. Cousin Sarah played at Jacksonville from 2009 to 2012. Aunts also all played college softball. Jordan Marola laid down a great bunt. That was probably the closest thing to an effective in-play ball that we've seen from the Queens, but it was a better play by Janesco at third. In the dirt, 2-1. Marola trying to hang tough. 2-2 from Duncan. Foul. Stays alive. There have been a few of these ABs today where it's quite clear Duncan's in command, but just hasn't been able to seal the deal as efficiently as she would want. I know I've harped on that a few times. But Marola keeps on hanging. Gracie Anderson behind the plate. Mackenzie Duncan in the circle. Jordan Marola in the box. 0 for 1 today with a ground out. As we discussed, it was a beautiful bunt, but with 2 strikes, that'll be off. Called strike 3. Oh, Duncan Dunking all over him. Absolutely stunning. 9 Ks, 2 in the inning. And we head to the 6th. Snowbirds will look to add to the lead. They're up 2-0 here on field 2. The 6th inning is all set. 4-5-6 for the Snowbirds. It'll be Anderson Abby DeWaters, who's going to pinch hit for Reagan Wheatley. And Ciccarello. Gwen Hall, 2nd inning in the circle. 1st inning, she gave up a run, did not give up a hit. Ball 1. Anderson's 0 for 2. A foul out and a ground out on her card today. That one just missed. 2-0. Two and 1.
Go, Gracie, you got this. Go, kid.
And that hit her. So free pass. The ball has ricocheted up into the fencing, which is always fun. They got it down. Everything's fine. And up comes Abby DeWaters, currently in the portal. South Florida. 1 for 2 with an RBI and a couple stolen bases here this summer. Nice backhand over at third. Runner moves, 1 down. Man, Securo did a great job. Now runner in scoring position for Gracie Ciccarello. First pitch rolled to Sepsic, and the throw, even though there was a little bit of traffic over on the left side, is in plenty of time. Anderson maybe would have had a crack at going to third with all the confusion, but she stays at second, 2 gone. Now the other DeWaters, Alice, first pitch strike. Alice struck out looking earlier. Check foul. 1-2. In the air to right, and actually it'll be deep second, as moving back to make the grab is McKinney. Inning over, we go to the bottom of the 6th. Still 2-0 Snowbirds. Bottom of the 6th, and 9-10-1 due up for the Queens. Hall, Dockery, and Securo, and Mackenzie Duncan is back out in the circle. 5 innings and nothing but 3 walks and 9 strikeouts, 88 pitches, 54 strikes. Gwynn Hall's first AB of the game. Ball 1. Hall has pitched the last couple innings and now getting an opportunity at the plate for the Queens. So far this summer, she's 2 for 5 with 4 RBIs and a home run. Just high, 2-1. Three and 1. Hall lines that out to left, and that'll get all the way to the fence. Now break up the no-hitter, and it's a leadoff double here in the 6th by Gwynn Hall. Good piece of hitting by Hall. Just ripped that out to left field. There wasn't much at all that DeWaters could do trying to find it, and now Dockery represents the tying run. How quickly the turntables can turn, or whatever the office phrase is. Oh, how the turntables. That's it. Foul ball by Dockery, who walked earlier. Dirty. 1-2. It's a really good stop by Anderson. So that was squirting away every day of the week and twice on Sunday, but she stayed down. Got her. That is the first time Dockery has been sat down this summer, and it's a strikeout. Back to the top of the order with Cassie Securo, who's 0 for 2. Ground out and a fly out today. Strike one. That was pitch 100, or I should say this will be pitch 100 for Mackenzie Duncan. The 1-1 to Securo. She's lost the no-hitter in this inning, but still working on the shutout. That might be in danger. Out to center field. Hall takes a big turn, and a run will score. RBI single from Securo, and it's 2-1. And over to Lauren Fox, who's 0 for 2. Strikeout and a ground out. Shows bunt, pulls it back. There's a strike, 1-1. Now comes Jersey Newteal, head coach for the Snowbirds. Have a word with Duncan. So let's see what the plan is here. Coach Newteal, again, tying runs on first base. This was a 2-0 game coming into this inning. Duncan was working on a no-hitter. Now she's got to figure out how to get to the 7th with just a 2-1 ball game, or I should say 2-1 ball game on the scoreboard. It's back to Duncan to first, not in time. Infield single for Fox. And I think we're going to see a change in the circle. Snowbirds are going to make a change after this epic performance by Duncan. But 2 on, 1 out. You can tell she's getting a little tired. And we'll see a new arm, who we'll tell you about in just a moment. The new pitcher is the lefty Riley Scholl from Louisiana Tech, coming in for Mackenzie Duncan, who went 5 1/3, 3 hits. All of those came in this inning. 1 run, it was earned. 3 walks and 10 strikeouts. And now Scholl will look to get out of this jam. A 13.55 ERA this summer, 3 1/3. 8 hits, 6 runs, all earned. 3 walks and 3 strikeouts, an 0-1 record for Riley Scholl. Now the first batter she faces is Rayleigh McKinney, who's due 0 for 2, strikeout and a ground out. Pulls back the bunt, 1-0. Scoreboard update from the other field. Bottom 4, it is 15-1 Swashbucklers over the Skeeters. Rye versus Ray. Riley Scholl versus Rayleigh McKinney. Ooh. Scholl held on to that changeup a little long. 2-1. Two. Now the payoff to McKinney from Scholl. Line to second. There's one. The throw to first. It hit McKinney, and a run will score. Tied up at 2. on what looked like a possible double play. And this game is all square after the fielder's choice. No RBI for McKinney. Ball one to Ashlyn Van Meter. McKinney takes off. The throw is wayward. And now the go-ahead run is in scoring position. Two 2-0 count on Van Meter, who's 0 for 1 with a walk. Nice pitch. Strikeout in the second, walk in the fourth. Ball four. So, I don't know why McKinney's thing popped off the screen. First and second, 2 outs. Walk surrendered by Shull, and that'll bring up Emery Ream out of Walters State. Came in for Mayhew a couple innings ago. What an opportunity she's found herself in her first AB of the game. Ream here this summer is 0 for 4 with a run scored. She has walked once. First hit, probably give the Queens the lead. Two 0. Right over the top of that one, 2-1. Scholl trying to keep this game tied, going to the seventh. Good hold, 3-1. Three-one to Ream. High, ball four. They're loaded. And with the bases juiced, here is Taylor Davison. Oh for 1 with a strikeout. That was against the starter Duncan, and that gets away. Coming in to score is McKinney. And the Queens have grabbed a 3-2 lead here in the bottom of the sixth. That changeup finds the zone, 1-1. (3-2). The Queens have taken the lead. She went. Even umpire / producer Gracie was saying she went out in the field, and she wasn't even asked. And a strikeout for Scholl. However, the damage is done. From being no hit to being 3 outs away, we go to the 7th, and the Snowbirds are down to their final 3 outs. They'll send up 8-9-1 to try and find a way to tie it or retake the lead. We'll find out if they can on the other side. Emery Ream is in to pitch here in the 7th, and a pinch hitter, Jada Holt, takes ball 1. It's 8-9-1, Holt, Cortez, and Booker. (2-0) from Emery Ream is a strike, 2-1. Holt out of Radford, currently in the portal. That's dropped by Sepsic at short, and Holt stopped running. Don't think she would have beaten it out anyway, but it's a 6-3 ground out instead of an L6. 1 down. But here has been the toughest out of a day for the Snowbirds, Kaya Cortez. She's seen like 85 million pitches. 1 for 1. Singled and scored in the 3rd. Walked and scored in the 5th. Strike one. That other game has gone final over on field 1. 16-1 your final. Swashbucklers win. Cortez over to second. Catch made by McKinney. 2 down. Booker off the glove of McKinney. Snowbirds will stay alive. Tying run on base. It's a very speedy Kaya Booker. Now can Reese Green be the one to pass the baton? She's driven in both runs today. 1 for 3, ground out in the 1st, RBI single in the 3rd, RBI ground out in the 5th. She waits and hits the changeup well foul. Booker was taking off, 1-1. One and two. Emery Ream trying to get the save, but Green has other ideas. Out to center, and Booker stops at second. Probably smart. Don't need to take the unnecessary risk, although I think she would have made it. But now the tying run is on second base. And another change coming for the Queens. One moment while we fix the scoring. 2 on, 2 out, 1-run ball game here in the top of the 7th. Well, now it's no longer Emery Ream's save opportunity. It's Avery Dockery's. She has re-entered from the 10 spot. Earlier went 2 innings, 4 hits, 1 run. It was earned, no walks, and 3 strikeouts. So right now Hall is in line for the win. And Dockery would get the save. She can get 1 more out. That's it. Green on first, Booker on second. Great speed up. Lily Janesco is at the plate. She does have a hit today. And that was off Dockery. Strikeout in the 1st, single in the 3rd, ground out in the 5th. Base hit would tie this game with ease, thanks to that speed for Kaya Booker. But that's a ground ball to first. Ream steps on the bag, and that'll do it. The Queens come back from being no hit going into the 6th to winning it 3-2, and the Snowbirds drop another heartbreaker. Their third straight loss to start the summer. All three have been by 2 runs or less. So the Queens move to 2-1 on the summer. The Snowbirds drop to 0-3 with the 3-2 decision to cap off what was a really fun day here at Field 2. Thank you so much to everybody who decided to hang out with us all afternoon. We've got more action tomorrow. Tom will be here, so there will be 3 voices that you hear throughout all of the games across Palmasola. Until then, I'm going to go get some ice cream. For everyone from the FGCL, I'm Greg Robertson saying so long and see you later. We'll be back tomorrow morning at 9:30 for more action from here in Bradenton, Florida.